Hello everyone at Dunkirk Primary School. It's so nice to be able to say hello to all of you from nursery all the way up to year 6. I hope you are all well and safe, and thank you for continuing with our online learning. We just have 3 weeks more to go, so keep going. Now today I'm here to talk about World Refugee Day. Now this year it happened on June the 20th, so I'm afraid we're a little bit late. But at Dunkirk, we believe every day is an opportunity to talk about real things that are happening around our world now. And we like to make sure that you remember that you have a voice, that you have ideas and that you have beliefs, and they will be valued and listened to. Now normally we have an assembly to talk about things like this, don't we? And then we take it back to our classrooms to talk about it further with our class. And then we do an activity to help us remember all of the different ideas that we talked about that day. Now it can't quite happen like that this year, but we're going to have a go at doing it online. Now this year we are going to be looking at an activity that the charity Plan UK has set for us. Now my sister Gemma works for the charity, so she will be able to tell you lots more about all the fabulous work they do. So let's go to her now to listen about the charity, to think about all those lives in the world that matter and what we can do to help.
Hi everyone, my name's Gemma and I'm Miss Holly's sister, and I work for a children's charity called Plan International UK. I'm here today to ask you to take part in a campaign we are running to support the rights and needs of girls around the world living in tricky places like refugee camps or in countries where there is a war. We know that often young people are experts, so early this year we met with over 150 young people living through crisis to create their very own 8-point plan for change. This was created just before the coronavirus swept through the globe, which has affected all of us. When I thought of the girls and the boys who took part, I knew this pandemic would be making their already difficult lives even more challenging. So we got back in touch with their communities and their parents and themselves to hear what impact coronavirus is having on them, and what came back was shocking. We found that already struggling refugee communities are now faced with life-threatening extra challenges. Things like having less food, sometimes maybe only one meal a day, living with a lot of people in cramped conditions, meaning they can't social distance like we have been, and not being able to access basic supplies such as soap. We heard things were especially hard for girls who had more chores at home than boys, being expected to look after their younger siblings and sick relatives, and sometimes even being exploited. That's why we urgently need to make the girls' voices as loud as possible and get world leaders to listen to girls and champion their call to action. And that's where you come in. To mark World Refugee Day and beyond, we are asking people to create their own paper chain of girls and put it in their window and post on social media using the hashtag #ListenToGirls. It's important to show the girls that they are not forgotten. The paper chain is a symbol that we are joining hands together with girls and boys living through a crisis around the world. Your teachers will have a simple instruction sheet they can share with you. So let's get crafting for a good cause. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Thanks very much for taking part, and over to Miss Holly, who's going to show you how to make your very own paper chain. See you soon. Thank you.
Right, so let's show our support for girls all around the world. All you need is a piece of paper, some scissors and a pen. Now you were emailed this morning a template in your morning email from your teacher of the girl paper chain. If you have a printer, then brilliant, print it out and you can colour it, cut it out and stick it up in your window. If you haven't, like me, then you have to get a little bit more creative, but it's really easy, so let me show you how. With your cards or your paper, first of all, you have to fold it in half. Then you fold it in half again. Now the trick is not to forget the next step. You have to open one little door and fold it back on itself, because we have to make sure that it looks like this. Okay, now once you've done that, it's time for your drawing of your girl. Okay, right, are you ready? So we have to draw a head, and then the important part is that the arms come off the page. Okay, so I'm going to go out to the side and out to the side, and then I'm going to join them back up again to make the arms, and then I'm going to do the long dress with the little feet. and join it back up. Okay, now when you're cutting, you've got to make sure you go right to the edge of the page, okay, because this connects the girls. So we're going to make it right to the edge of the page and cut out. So that's my first arm ready. When you've cut it all out, it will look like this. Now don't worry, you can see the pen because that can become the back. But when you open it up carefully, ta-da! Here is your paper chain of girls. Now when you've got to this stage, it's completely up to you what you do. You can leave it blank if you haven't got things at home, that's absolutely fine. You can stick it in your window and show your support. Or you could do what I've done. I've used words instead of colouring mine in. And I've said, join hands in solidarity with girls around the world. These are the words that I took from the Plan UK website, which you are more than welcome to go and have a little look and find out more about their charity. Or you can have a go at colouring them in to represent different girls from around the world. Now I've asked lots of friends and family and teachers at school to give us some different ideas of how we could decorate our paper chain girls. Let's go and have a look at them now.
Here is the paper chain that my son Hector made. As you can see, he's used lots of different colours there and different stripes. And here is the one that my son Ernest made, and he is 4, so some similar age to some of you guys who are in reception. So look, he has used all of the pens he could find, and you can see he's used some highlighters, he's used lots of greens, he's had a great time making them. And here is my one I've made, and this is maybe what you might quite like to do as well. I made one of some of my friends. So I've popped them all on my paper chain as well, so we're all standing together, supporting the girls around the world.
I hope that has given you lots of ideas and inspiration of how you could decorate your girl paper chain at home. I hope you get involved, get them stuck up in your window alongside your rainbows that you've made, and show your support for girls around the world. Now, if you would like to, you can pop this up onto Twitter or Instagram, and you can hashtag Plan UK and World Refugee Day. And if you do it on Twitter, make sure you hashtag Dunkirk Primary School as well. Let's show our support, as we always do, for everyone in this world. Thank you so much for joining me, and I cannot wait to see your paper chain girls. Bye everyone.